It's in China, but
Sorry. Yes,
yeah,
I forgot to
no
record.
problem. No problem. So it basically originated in China, but it was practiced more in Europe, and it is still practiced, but it comes really expensive. So it is sold more in panels than you know than in your what do you call it as a whole wall art, because that would sum up to a large bill, I would say,
Yeah, I'm
because
sure.
they use silk, yeah, a thick silk. So yeah, let us start with the crane. I was just asking Simran that on silks, do you use silk paint or do you explore with other mediums as well?
Oh, that's nice. Yes, I think we can begin. I
Okay.
found my pencil and my paints and my book, everything. Yeah.
So we have this uh,
Rain.
Chinese motif. Yeah, there
Mm-hmm.
is this crane flying towards a tree with small blossoms. I believe these are cherry blossoms.
Mm-hmm.
And let us try and paint this today. Although we will not be doing the background because that would take us a lot of time,
Mm-hmm.
and I believe there is a time limit. Let us just try the crane for now.
Let's do that. Yeah.
So we start with, you know, drawing skills should be practiced in advance if you really want to take this seriously. And but you can also have fun. I'm starting with but let me just start with everything first. So what I have here is my pencils which are sharpened, and I have a gouache color set with
Okay.
me. You can use watercolor, you can use acrylic. I prefer to use gouache because these are opaque watercolor, so these are
Oh,
not as transparent. Yeah, these
that's
are
a new
water based
information.
color.
Wow,
Yeah, that's
lovely.
right.
Yeah.
But they give an opaque result, so it works good for traditional art, because they almost are very similar to the natural pigments that
Yes.
artisans used to use earlier.
Yeah,
And
they
I
would
have
also paint a
this.
lot of nature stuff, right? I think.
Right.
Yeah.
And they used to use pigments which are available to them naturally, like flower colors derived from minerals. So
Right.
keeping that in mind, I have this set of gouache colors here, and I have a couple of brushes in different sizes.
Mm-hmm.
I always keep a fine brush with me. So to start with, let us begin with the beak of the crane. As you see that the crane is in a flight mode, it's about to take a flight.
Right.
So that's how I'm going to start. So I'm just going to erase this again and do it for you again.
Mm-hmm.
The pencil may be slightly lighter, although I've tried to take a darker pencil.
Yeah.
I don't know how visible it will be, but
I
I'll
can
be
see it. I can see it.
okay as long
Yeah.
as you see it.
Yeah. I'll probably also pin you so that I can see more clearly. Yeah.
What did you?
Yeah. I said I also pinned you so I can see you more clearly.
Okay, great. So this is the beak of the crane. See, these are drawings inspired from nature, and these are very close to the, uh, you know, they try to make it as accurate as possible.
Mm-hmm.
It is the artist's impression, but again, the proportions and everything, they keep it in place, they keep in mind. So we have a very long beak here, right here, and so I suggest, Simran, that because there are limitations to what you can do on a workshop. But I suggest, Simran, that you must go on Sprout and then check out our videos if you can, so that you can learn the whole thing, because those videos are really detailed.
Sure, I will do. After I
Right,
will do with these.
because there are limitations to the way that I'm showing it to you right now. So what
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
done is I've made a long neck of the crane,
Yeah.
and then I'm just going to make the body a little bit,
Coming out
you
very
know,
nice.
in Chinese style of thanks. So in Chinese style of painting also there are, you know, I have seen a variety of styles. Some of them are more detailed and some of them are, you know, it really depends on the line drawings, how you make
Yeah.
them.
Yeah.
So basically, this is we can say that this is a acrylic painting or something else. What we called it?
And
Exactly.
see, I'm going to show you my set again. This is a set of gouache colors.
Okay.
So, Simran, what this is easily available on Amazon,
Yeah, I know.
and you know, yeah, this is the thicker version of watercolor.
Okay.
Matlab, like watercolors are really transparent when you mix water. These
Mm-hmm.
somehow don't become so transparent, but
Okay.
they don't have the glossy rubber feel of the acrylic paint.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. What
so
acrylic?
that way, yeah, acrylic can sometimes be very difficult.
Yeah,
You do fabric painting, so you must know, right?
yeah. Because acrylic has some plastic
Sometimes
content
we,
also
you,
na, in the paints. Because we are Fevicryl teachers and we have
right.
use a lot of acrylic colors in each every
Hmm.
article what we are going to teach. So there are some kind of plastic content which holds the all the surfaces. That's why it is uh, you can use it on
Right.
any surface. This is the reason.
Right, right, right. Although acrylic gives you a lot of, you know, variety, the surfaces, it gives you the liberty to be used on a lot of surfaces.
Yeah,
Because it is traditional art, I feel like we should, at least I feel like that because we are trying to imitate the quality of the natural pigments that were used in the past, in
yes,
you know, centuries ago. So
yeah,
I just feel like using this gouache colors really helps, you know, bring that feel. So I use
and
it for my portraiture paintings.
yeah, yeah. Uh, in folk arts, we also use some natural colors which made
Right.
by yeah, I think you stones or some kind of ash or something with the tree.
Hmm.
Some
Minerals, plants, yes,
yeah,
derived from
on,
minerals, plants, yes.
yeah, yeah. So, but we don't have that one. So we always, I prefer to use always poster color for my all folk painting,
Right.
like miniature, Kerala mural, Pattachitra, Cherial
Mm.
painting, folk art.
Mm.
Always do use to do poster colors.
So you must try gouache in that way
Definitely,
because yeah,
I want to see the results, and if I like it, then I will surely go and
sure,
buy this
sure.
color because I have lot of uh, material at my studio now. There are so like a junk.
I know, I know, Simran, that happens with me. See, I find it, you know, even before the workshop started, I had a difficult time trying to find some space on my table because there is so
Yeah,
many things already here.
it happens with me all the time.
Hmm. So we have some links on Sprout Creativity's platform in the recommended section. So these are links that I have tried and tested myself. All matlab, the materials suggested on the links are
Okay.
all the materials that I have tried because we end up, you know, we artists end up buying a lot and spending a lot
Yeah,
just to try out if things are okay or not.
that's
That's why
true.
I've posted some.
I think ये कमजोरी है हम लोगों की कुछ भी रिलेटेड टू आर्ट खरीद लो आई एम जस्ट लाइक
Right,
दैट इधर वो यूज होने वाला हो या ना हो बट वो मेरे पास होना चाहिए आई एम अ काइंड ऑफ नेचर
right, right, right. So I am full of stuffs over here, Simran. मेरे पास इतना सामान यहाँ पर रखा हुआ है कि मैं आपको क्या बताऊँ.
बट
Anyway.
मुझे खुशी होती है जब मैं अपना स्टूडियो देखती हूँ मुझे बहुत खुशी होती है कि मेरे पास वो सब है जो मैं चाहती हूँ
Right. लेकिन वो बंद नहीं होता खरीदना, अनफॉर्चुनेटली.
वो तो वो मुझे लगता है उसके बाद फिर उसकी बारी द सेकंड टर्म ये होता है कि अच्छा ये एक्स्ट्रा है तो लेट्स गिफ्ट इट टू समवन
Right. So I have just gone to the third layer of the wings,
या
and
आई कैन
I'm just, you know, these are very simple shapes that I'm making.
या आई आल्सो
These
डू
are shapes. हाँ तो ये
बिकॉज
feather shape
बिकॉज मुझे लगता है कि अगर किसी को भी कोई भी आर्ट करनी है तो सबसे पहले उसका बेसिक स्केचिंग है, वो आनी चाहिए.
right. Especially in all traditional forms of art, you need to be a little good in sketching, right?
Yeah.
Because it's more about drawing than about painting. I feel so, at least. So here we have done the wings on one side. We have the body here. So we don't really need to make it exactly how it is shown in the picture, because this is our own art, and we can make some artistic, we can take some artistic liberty and do our own thing as well. So these are feather shaped, elongated shapes that I'm making here. I'm not joining them to the main body of the wings.
Yeah. I don't know if I'm as good, but I'm trying.
No, trying is important, like I said, Ruchika.
Yeah.
And one should not be, afraid to make mistakes. As an artist, one must be really, I at least feel that way, one must be really, self-critical, but at the same time, not be afraid of making mistakes, so that otherwise one does not develop into, one cannot really develop the skills if you're fixed at something.
Right. I think most of the times वही होता है that you don't want to do something because you're scared of the failure, right? Like
Right.
you feel like अरे अच्छा नहीं होगा, बराबर नहीं बनेगा.
हर एक प्रोजेक्ट में, रुचिका, एक पेंटिंग के प्रोजेक्ट में हर एक बार ऐसा लगता है कि आप बहुत खराब कर रही हैं कहीं पर बीच में पहुंचने के बाद. आपको ये भी लगता है कि एटलीस्ट मैं बहुत सेल्फ क्रिटिकल हूँ, तो मुझे ऐसा ही लगता है कि मैं अपने हिसाब से नहीं कर रही हूँ, मतलब जिस तरीके से मैंने सोचा था उस तरह से तो बिल्कुल नहीं हो रहा है. So this is one thought that bothers me a lot, but I have kind of made a promise to myself that no matter what the results are, I'll just keep on going. So that helps. In the end, most of the times, I'm happy with what I've done.
Yeah, I think that's very important for you to at least attempt something.
Right. Attempt and stick to it at least. Try to complete it at least. Yeah. क्योंकि आर्टिस्ट का टेंडेंसी तो होता ही है बहुत सारे प्रोजेक्ट्स आपने स्टार्ट करना और उसको ऐसे ही छोड़ देना.
With these words, I want to say something. When I saw Russian sculpture art, now these days very famous in India. पहले तो कोई जानता नहीं था, तो लिटरली मैंने उसको 3 महीने दिए. 3 महीने मैंने मटेरियल बनाया फेंका, वो सही नहीं बन रहा था. एंड आई वांट कि मैं सब कुछ खुद करूँगी, मुझे बाजार से उसको मार्केट से नहीं खरीदना है. एंड आफ्टर 3 months नाउ आई कैन से कि मुझे सक्सेस मिली. एंड नाउ आई एम टेकिंग क्लासेस ऑल्सो for Russian art, and I make some rose flowers, fancy flowers in that, some other tulips flowers. So I think कि वो practice भी अगर चलती रहती है तो वो आप फिर perfect हो ही जाते हो.
Yeah, that's very nice to know. तो पूरा एक process है ना उसका, तो
जी 3 महीने मैंने बहुत बर्बादी की है, लेकिन अभी एवरीथिंग इज ओके. और वो जैसा मैं चाह रही थी वैसा, मतलब रिजल्ट जब मिल गया तब मैंने उसको क्लासेस में मैं लेके आई कि अब मैं, मतलब मुझे आ गया तो आई मीन कि मतलब मुझे आता है ना, आई एम प्रीटी श्योर कि मैं सिखा भी सकती हूँ.
राइट सिमरन, तो वही होता है, आर्ट चूजिंग मटेरियल्स इज समटाइम्स एन एक्सपेंसिव thing to do. That's why we have in our recommendation section, I have tried and tested a lot of materials, art materials, and I've put the links over there, and we keep posting because I keep trying. तो आपको वो जरूर चेक करना चाहिए. और अगर आपके कोई स्टूडेंट है या कोई जान पहचान के कोई है तो उनको भी आप बताइए कि वो रिकमेंडेशन सेक्शन पर जरूर चेक करें स्पाउट क्रिएटिविटी का. क्योंकि वहाँ पर मैंने बहुत कुछ डाल रखा है और आगे भी जाके बहुत कुछ डालेंगे इसमें.
जी 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 बिल्कुल.
And I also, I do a thorough review before I purchase myself. मैं review देखती हूँ, मैं review पढ़ती हूँ, फिर then I purchase, then I test it myself, and then I go ahead and and for other artists as well, whether it's embroidery materials or paper craft materials, चाहे कुछ भी हो, तो उस हिसाब से मैं आर्टिस्ट, बाकी के आर्टिस्ट भी वो बहुत ही recommended ही डालते हैं, जिस तरह से हमने डिस्कस किया आपस में. You will put those things which are really useful. So I have already drawn the eyes. यहाँ पर मैंने आंखें बना दी हैं छोटी सी, और ये तो monochrome में है. So we will be doing the crane today. Let us see if we find time, then we'll go for the tree also.
Sure.
So let us start with the red part. I have taken a scarlet color in my gouache, and I'm using my mixing plate here. I prefer to use ceramic plates because I find it very easy to use them. So red is a very Chinese color, as you must be knowing, They use a lot of reds in their work. But in Chinoiserie, they also use a lot of muted shades, like ducket blue. The backgrounds are always like that. तो मैं सबसे यहाँ पर वैसे देखा जाए तो we have used only 3 colors, black, red and grey. So I'm going to, यहाँ पर grey background में white किया गया है. और मैं यहाँ पर क्या करूँगी कि I will just be highlighting the, I'll be defining the wings with grey color.
Okay.
Instead of going for a background, So let us start. I have my paint ready. I'm not going to mix a lot of water on this because this is also water based. Gouache colors are also water based. But मैं इसमें ज़्यादा पानी नहीं मिलाऊंगी because I want it opaque. मतलब इसका effect opaque हो, मुझे ये चाहिए. तो मेरा रेड का काम तो यहाँ पर खत्म हो गया. And now I'm going to go for the black. पेंटिंग हमेशा ही ट्रेडिशनल आर्ट का बहुत सिंपल रहता है मेरे हिसाब से, एटलीस्ट. ट्रेडिशनल आर्ट का ड्राइंग में थोड़ा सा ध्यान देने की जरूरत पड़ती है. आई हैव आल्सो learned Kerala mural and other forms of traditional art. So I always feel that I'm going to do the eyes. So I'm using a fine brush to do this.
Yeah. So you're doing your eyes with black, no?
Right. So I'm just going to cover all the black parts. जहाँ पर भी black use हो रहा है, वहाँ पर मैं use कर दूँगी इसको. और इसके टेल में I'll be using black.
Have you tried doing this on cloth as well?
Yeah, I have actually. I do a lot of paintings on fabric, but as of now, I'm trying out a lot of fabrics.
Oh wow!
Silk, cotton, canvas.
Silk must be very difficult also, no, to paint. I don't.
Yeah, the absorbency levels of different fabrics are different.
Yeah.
Every time you try, you have to tweak your, your skills a bit, skill level, and then your technique a little bit. to
Yeah.
get it right. जैसे आप जिस तरह से सिल्क में पेंट करते हैं उसी तरह से आप कैनवस में नहीं कर सकते. अनस्ट्रेच्ड कैनवस है, जैसे कैनवस बैग्स हुए, शूज हुए, उसमें आप सेम तरीके से नहीं कर सकते. So it is the surface which matters
Yeah.
when it comes to paint absorbency. सरफेस किस तरीके का है उसके ऊपर काफी मैटर करता है.
I have a one question on silk. What kind of medium you used? Like silk के लिए अलग से कुछ silk के colors आते हैं, like fabric colors के अलावा?
जी हाँ, एक मैं आपको दिखा ही देती हूँ जो मैं यूज कर रही हूँ फिलहाल. This is a silk color that I use on silk, but you need a wax. There is something called gutta. इससे क्या होता है कि आप जब सिल्क में सिल्क पेंट करने जाती हैं इससे, तो उसको वो थोड़ा सा फैल जाता है, बिकॉज सिल्क का फैब्रिक ही ऐसा होता है, तो वो फैल जाता है पूरा.
जी जी.
तो उसकी वजह से वो सिल्क में आपको पेंटिंग करने में काफी तकलीफ होगी. मतलब वो बहुत ही वाटर कलर इफेक्ट आ जाएगा उसमें.
बिल्कुल.
आपको ऑब्जेक्ट्स बनाने में थोड़ी सी तकलीफ होगी. तो सिल्क पेंटिंग के सेट के साथ साथ आपको लाइनर मिल जाता है एक. इट्स लाइक अ बैरियर. तो आपका वो सिल्क में फैलने से रोकता है. Silk paints come a little expensive because they are mostly imported. So what I suggest is आप एक या दो, अगर आप ट्राई करना चाहती है तो आप एक या दो कलर से स्टार्ट कर सकती हैं. And then if you think कि आपको you want to take it up seriously, तब you can go ahead and get the whole set.
Okay. Thank you.
Most welcome. So I always suggest that जितना हो सके individual colors से try करके, because we think that paint only comes in sets, but it's not true. So even if you want to try out gouache, then you can just buy you can make your own set of primary colors and then try it out and see if it works for you.
Very good. Definitely use that.
Because it's a very personal thing.
Can you see it? Oh, I can't see it because the camera's face there, no?
Yeah.
Can you see what I'm doing?
You are doing a fabulous job.
Am I?
Yeah, I'm pretty impressed with what you're doing. So Ruchika, do you do art otherwise?
Yeah.
आप interest रखती है?
Yeah, so actually I am sort of developing a visual arts curriculum for Byju's.
Right.
But it's more to do with for children. So it's more to do with illustration and animation sort of thing. But yeah, I think I really like arts. I've been into art education for a while, but I've worked with children.
Okay.
So even Madhubani and Patachitra and everything, I've done a lot of that with children. Yeah, but I don't think I practice otherwise. Sirf kaam ke liye.
Acha. But you have a set of paint ready with you.
I
That's
do.
a great thing.
Yeah, I have a lot of stationery too. So I relate to when you guys were talking about how stationery. क्योंकि मुझे घर पे बहुत बोलते हैं कि क्या है ये पूरा कबर्ड तेरा सिर्फ स्टेशनरी से भरा हुआ है.
It's hoarding, I tend to hoard also. जैसे मैं ये सिल्क पेंट, मैंने जो सिमरन को दिखाया सिल्क पेंट, ये करने का मौका मुझे 2 महीने पहले मैंने एक बार, मैं पहले से ही करती हूँ सिल्क पेंट, लेकिन हाल ही में it's been 2 months since I tried last. But I have the whole set ready and I keep on buying, so I really can't. I don't know what to do with myself.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I have so during the lockdown, I got like a whole set of canvas and colors and stuff. और मेरे पास 2-3 paintings पड़ी हुई है जो मैंने आधी करके छोड़ दी. Which I think I should definitely get back to.
Right. So that's the challenge that an artist faces. Or somebody, even whoever is trying to practice, we can't go back, or we just tend to leave the art somewhere midway.
Yeah.
So ये ऐसा तो मेरे साथ बहुत हुआ है, लेकिन I have also understood that this is a very, once you start practicing and once you start taking your hobby a little seriously, because it is about mental well-being and it is about having a good time as well. So आप अपने हॉबी को थोड़ा सा सीरियसली लेना जब शुरू करती हैं तो आपको खुद ही वो आर्ट को कंप्लीट करने का एक पैशन जो है वो डेवलप होते जाता है.
Right.
It comes with practice. Earlier, I also used to throw about a lot of, art just like that. So what I've done here is, let me tell you that I've mixed black and white together to create two shades of gray. So the lighter shade of gray, I'm just going to define the wings.
Okay.
And with the darker shade of gray, I'll be coloring the beak, which will come later. So I'm going to start with this wing here.
So you're starting with the lighter one, no, the darker one.
Yeah, I have taken the lighter one.
The lighter.
तो मैं randomly बीच में से start कर रही हूँ ताकि आप लोगों को दिखे. और ये क्रेन जो है मैंने ये बहुत ही सिंपल वाला पिक किया है because like I said, workshops have limitations and we have a time limit.
Right.
So I'm just going to do a very simple one today. The one that I'm doing, इसमें coloring में कोई खास intricacies नहीं है. Only that you have to be a little careful.
Yeah, because there are finer details, right?
Right. So it can get really fine, Ruchika. ये बहुत ही intricate हो सकता है ये जो Chinoiserie art है. लेकिन because that's the beauty of Chinoiserie art actually.
Yeah.
बहुत ही intricate तरीके से इसको किया जाता है. बहुत layers होते हैं इसमें और बहुत छोटे-छोटे details को capture किया जाता है.
It looks also very like, बहुत ही क्या बोलते हैं, delicate.
Right. So as it is, when we do it on paper also, it looks really nice once it is done. And I just can't, stop imagining कि सिल्क में पुराने जमाने में जब वो करते होंगे तो कैसा लगता होगा. जो न्यूयॉर्क में मेट गाला म्यूजियम है वहाँ पर काफी कलेक्शन है, मैंने सुना है. I read it somewhere of ancient Chinoiserie panels and wallpapers.
Yeah.
So it must be a very sight to behold.
Yeah,
when
I'm
it
sure.
comes to. Normally मैं क्या करती हूँ कि when I make this, I also remove the pencil marks before I start painting.
Yeah, lighten it, no?
Yeah. Individually I do that, but since there are a lot of feathers to paint, I'm just skipping that part.
Mm-hmm. I also don't have like a fine brush on me, but yeah, making do with the smallest brush that I have. So I think it is about 7:27.
Mm-hmm.
So what I would suggest is that you could just probably show us how are we filling it. We are going to fill it in, right?
Not really.
So
because I'm just going to, So what I'll do is I'll paint the beak and then just fill in the major portion of the wing.
Yeah,
the
let's
solid
do that.
portion of the wing.
Yeah, let's do that. And then if you could just tell us, that how are you? So, जो बाकी का wing portion है, उसको you will be using
बस outline करना है.
Darker gray.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Not really. Yeah.
Ah,
I'm just going to fill in this and just I'm going to outline all of these. And then with a darker gray, I'm just going to color in the beak.
oh, okay, lovely.
Ah.
Okay, so maybe we could do this and probably share it with you later. But अभी हम
Yeah,
beak का
yes,
कर लेते हैं.
right. Okay.
Beak कर लेते हैं, है ना?
Mm-hmm.
Since we have limited time, and Simran will anyway be trying this later now.
Right. आपने ड्राइंग देख लिया सिमरन, बाकी कलर करना आपके अपने उससे कर सकती है, you know. You
Yes,
can
yes,
take.
I will do. And I will do, और मैं पूरा उसको जैसा वो पिक में है मैं वैसे बना के पोस्ट करूंगी. I will share in on WhatsApp.
Yes,
Yes,
that'll
yes.
be nice.
You must tag Sprout Creativity if you post it on Instagram also.
Yeah, I'll
Sure,
share.
sure. I will do.
So what I've done here is I've just. How much time do we have, Ruchika?
We actually have a minute to 7:30.
Fine. Then I'm just going to fill this in with a lighter gray,
Yes.
and the rest of it, it's more about the drawing than about.
तो जो उसका body
coloring.
है, जो उसका
Mhm.
neck and the body है, you will be
Mhm.
you will be coloring that also. I mean
It's
later.
it's optional. It's optional. If you want me to, you know, if you think we can try it, we can try it right now.
Sure.
I think it will take less
Sure.
than a
That's
minute.
like what the artist can decide.
Yes,
Right?
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. So just to see how it looks, I'm just going to give it quick color. तो इसको रिफाइन करना और इसको और डिफाइन करने का ना जो कुछ भी रह जाता है वो खुद ही अपने हिसाब से कर सकती हैं. Going to keep the neck white only. So here we go.
Lovely. Very nice.
So Simran, this is what we have done today. You can practice it. और जो recommendations हैं वो सब तो मैंने आपको बता ही दिया है ना? Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Simran can also properly hear you.
Okay, great.
Okay.
Please try.
Yes, I don't know if you can see, but I think my gray is a little darker than yours.
But it looks beautiful.
Yeah, I think I'll finish
Looks-
it. It looks good.
Looks great. Looks great. Looks great.
It is
Awesome.
looking so beautiful, and जब ये finish होगा तो I can say कि बहुत ही सुंदर लगेगा.
Yeah.
Thank you, Simran.